everyone, I am Luna and I got my Yae Miko more than a year ago now. I was pretty lucky since I got her in my third tentpole on her banner. But since it has been so long, I thought I could compare my Yae Miko from back then with my Yae Miko now and see how much better she's gotten. So yes, I again went to watch back my old video, which was again torture. I didn't even show the weapon my Yae Miko was using back then, which is very stupid because that is one of the most important things. But I am pretty certain I had the same weapon in that video as I have here. This is also proven by the 12% pyro damage bonus I have in her stats. That is the 12% elemental damage bonus I get from this weapon, because otherwise, why would I ever give my Yae Miko pyro damage bonus? I wouldn't. Now, in that video, I hadn't leveled her normal attacks, although I did mention in that video that I thought they were doing pretty good damage for being level 1. And as you can see right now, her normal attacks are level 8 because I like them and I still think they do pretty nice damage. Her charge attack does similar damage as the tokens of her skill, which I think is pretty good because her tokens are kind of powerful. Now in that video her skill was only level 7, but as you can see I have now crowned. I've also crowned her burst, which was in that video only level 6. Now I did find the skill most important in that video, and I still do because they provide the most electro, and I think that is still the most important in aggravate themes, which is what I use her in right now. I think she's one of my only characters that has 2 crowns. Even my Raida Shogun doesn't have that. Anyway, I also still don't have any constellations, although I would like to get some in the future. But now Alhaitham is more important, so I can't wish on her banner because then I wouldn't have enough for him. So now let's look at her overall stats. Now in that video her crit rate was much higher, although I think it was too high in that video. I don't know why I ever made that decision, because I only had 104 crit damage, which is very sad. It was a bad decision. This build is definitely much more balanced out, so I'm glad about that. Her elemental mastery is definitely much higher. I only had 56 in that video, which is really sad. And then her energy recharge went down, but I don't really have any problems with that because I always use her in a team with Raiden Shogun, so it's not that important. I do usually have her burst back when I need her. Then the electro damage isn't actually visible, but in that video I didn't have a Thundering Fury set, so it's definitely higher now because I do have a Thundering Fury set now. I believe in that video I had 2-piece Emblem and 2-piece Shimenawas, which is probably the reason for my higher energy recharge as well. So again, this is definitely an upgrade. I think this is much better. So now let's start with the damage comparing. In my old video I did that with Masanori, so I will just do that now too, because that will be the most accurate comparison. So in the old video her skill did 6,300 per strike of her tokens. I did have Zhongli his shield equipped, so I have to do that now too. And I also did Superconduct, but that is stupid because that doesn't even buff electro damage, so I don't even have to do that now. Don't ask me why I did it back then. I was bad at Genshin, apparently, and I'm not anymore, so that's good. You know, it's about time when it's been a year. First, let's equip Zhongli's shield, and then let's do her skill. Oh, and he's immediately blocking it. Of course, typical. I don't like you. The strikes are coming from the air. You can't block those with holding your sword before you. 10,000. Yeah, but I don't have his shield anymore, so that's not right.
Right now, emerge.
See, now it's 11,800. Okay, let's try one more time. Now it's only doing 10,000 again. So sometimes it does 11,800. I think it's when he's closer to the pillar that her skill does 11,800. When he's farther away from the pillar, she only does 10,000. Well, I think I'm gonna go with the 11,800 because in that video Masanori was pretty close to Zhongli his pillar. So with that, she does almost double of what she did in the video. I think it's about like 80-90% maybe that she does now. So that is nice. That's a good upgrade. I am pretty happy with that. And because a year ago I wasn't really that good at showing damage, I actually only did her burst with Bennett's burst and not just her base damage. So the skill damage of her burst itself did 20,700 and the Tenko Thunderbolts did 26,000. So now I need Bennett, and I believe Zhongli's shield as well because I probably did it with Zhongli's shield equipped, and I will see how much more she does now. Now obviously my Bennett has gotten better in this year as well, so obviously he's already gonna buff her a lot more than he did back then, but you know, it's only fair to do it with the same things that I did it there. I hope I do have his burst, and I don't, and now I have it. Okay, let's equip Zhongli Zhongli's shield, do his burst, do her skill first, of course, and then do her burst.
Nothing lasts forever.
Right. Okay, so her burst did about 15,000 more, which is pretty nice. That is at least 50% more. And her Tenko Thunderbolts went from 26,000 to 45,000. So that is like 19,000 more, which is again at least 50% more than she did there. I think overall all her damage is at least 60% more, which I think is a really good upgrade in a year. Now the last thing I would like to do is see how much I can let my Yae Miko do in a normal team rotation. I just have to defeat him really quickly now. I'll just do that. That's not gonna take that long. So this is the team I usually use my Yae Miko in. So now I will just do what I usually do, and let's see how much she does with that.
There is no escape. Right now, right here. One with nature. Fallen leaves. Adorn my night. Emerge.
Oh, I don't even have her burst yet. Oops. Well, that's not gonna work then. I was stupid enough to not look at that. So that is nice. Now I have to do it again. Although I think Masanori will die too fast with only this much HP. And now I will try again, I suppose.
A sight to behold.
This wasn't good. See, the problem is all his HP is gone before I can do Yae Miko's burst. This team is just too powerful for Masanori. I can't do it with Masanori. Right, there we are. Although I'm first gonna heal my characters because they almost died. Now I have to get everyone's burst back. But of course that's super easy with Raiden in the team, so it's fine. No, you need to leave. Go away. Okay, that's good.
Illusion
Now,
shattered.
let's do the normal rotation.
Here.
Fallen leaves, adorn my night.
Grow, grow, grow. Make yourselves a home. Right now, right here. I'm always watching.
I suppose that's pretty nice. Okay, so the initial strike did 46,000 and the Tenko Thunderbolts each did 55,500.
Staying the same.
Thousand, which all counted together is 212,000. So that's quite a lot of damage. And that's why I like Yae Miko, because she does a lot of damage. Now, of course, I know there are a lot more powerful Yae Mikos, but I am pretty happy with this damage. So I think now I've compared everything that I could compare. So with that, I think the video is over. I really hope this video was interesting for you and that you enjoyed it. And if you did, maybe subscribing would be a good idea, because I am very close to 1K subs and I would really like to hit that goal, maybe as like a small birthday present, because my birthday is the 3rd of June. So, you know, if you really like my videos, it's a win-win situation. But anyway, if there's anything you'd like to tell me in the comments, definitely feel free to do so, and I hope I see you in the next one.